begin this yoga practice on the mat in a comfortable seated position. Place your hands on your belly and start to feel your breath move in and out of the body. Gradually taking deeper inhales and exhales with each breath you take. Inhaling and feeling the belly rise out to the front, and exhaling, feeling that belly pull back in. Continue with your breath, starting to feel connected to your yoga practice, to the space you're in, and to your baby. Keeping that nice tall posture, crown of the head extended up towards the sky, and spine remains long. When you're ready, we'll move forward into our tabletop position. Hands are beneath the shoulders, knees beneath the hips. And we'll start with a cat-cow. As we inhale, drop the belly towards the floor. And exhale, around the back, pulling the belly in and up towards the spine. Inhaling, gentle stretch here as we lengthen through the sternum, bringing the crown of the head up towards the sky. And again, exhaling, rounding through the back, bringing the crown of the head down towards the floor. As we come into our next inhale, remember a nice gentle stretch. Just drop that back, drop the belly down as far as it feels comfortable. And exhale, press those hands into the floor, finding space between the shoulder blades. Inhale back to center into our tabletop position. Exhale, downward facing dog, tuck the toes under, send the hips up and back. Go ahead and find a little movement here in this down dog if that's going to feel good for you today. Perhaps pedaling out through the heels, or even letting the hips move and sway side to side. Once you've found your rhythm, go ahead and stay there. And now all together in the center, stillness for a breath. And then inhale, look up towards your fingers. As we exhale, walk the feet up, forward fold. Inhale, roll up to the top, coming into a mountain pose. As we exhale, release the shoulders down the back, bring the crown of the head up towards the sky, and find that nice tall posture again. Inhale, hands reach up towards the sky, full body stretch. Exhale, side stretch, grabbing onto the right wrist. Bring that right hand over towards the left side. Inhale to the center. Right hand goes to the left wrist as we reach over towards the right side. Inhaling, we'll come to the center here once again and exhale, forward fold. Nice wide feet, providing space for the belly. Inhale up into a halfway lift, bringing those hands up to the thighs. Reach the crown of the head forward and exhale, forward fold. Hands fall back down towards the floor. Inhale, roll up, and exhale, mountain pose. Inhale, hands reach up towards the sky here once again. Before we exhale, we'll take our left hand over to the right wrist, gentle side stretch. Inhale to the center, and exhale, right hand goes to the left wrist, gentle side stretch, reaching over towards the right. Inhale, center, and exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees. Let the belly rest on the thighs. As we inhale, we'll come up into that halfway lift again. Nice flat back. Draw the belly button in and hug baby in, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, roll up to the top. Exhale, mountain pose. In this mountain pose, ground down through the feet as we prepare for our warrior one. We'll step the left foot back, angling toes out 45 degrees or facing the front left corner of the mat. Square your hip bones so they're facing the front corners of your mat. As you inhale, bring those hands up towards the sky. Think about pressing the left hip forward, pulling that right hip back, and again, hugging belly in with a nice tall posture. Deep breaths. Inhale, reach those hands up, and exhale, warrior two. Widen your stance, heel toe that left foot back. finding space between the feet and taking the left toes out, this time perpendicular to the long edge of your mat as we reach our arms out long. Gazing over those right fingertips. And again, deep breaths. Relaxing the shoulders down the back. Feeling strong and confident here in our warrior two. Next, we'll prepare for a goddess pose by taking the right toes so they're now parallel to the left, facing the long edge of the mat. Heel toeing those feet in for a little bit of a narrower stance. Feet should still be nice and wide, wider than shoulder width, and coming down into our goddess squat. Hands up by the shoulders, belly's drawn in. Keep those eyes up, gaze straight ahead. Feel the strength in those legs as we stand here in this nice squat pose. Hands to the hips, inhale and stand tall. Rotate right toes to the front of the mat, followed by the left and step forward. Mountain pose. Inhale, hands reach up. And exhale, let's take a forward fold. Bend those knees again, belly comes to the thighs, release the crown of the head towards the floor. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to your shins or up to the thighs. And exhale, hands come back down to the floor, forward fold before we inhale and roll up to the top. Exhaling, mountain pose. Again, grounding through the feet here before we prepare for warrior one. By stepping the right foot back this time, angling those toes out again about 45 degrees, squaring the hips to the mat, and then taking those hands up towards the sky. Bending into that left knee. Find strength within the legs. And some nice deep breaths here. Opening up in the hips. Feeling the stretch on that right hip. Inhale up tall and exhale warrior two. Heel toe that right foot back, nice wide stance as we bend through that left knee. Right toes come perpendicular to the long edge of the mat. Arms are again lengthened out long, finding some tension, finding strength fingertip to fingertip. Take a peek down at that left knee. Make sure the left knee is tracking in line with your toes. And again, posture is nice and tall, belly is hugged in. Inhale, straighten both legs. Take those left toes so they're parallel to the right. And goddess pose here again. Heel toe your feet in, shorten that stance a bit. Exhaling, squat down, send the hips back. Ground down through those feet and find strength. Find the strength within your core, the strength within your legs, the strength within your body to keep yourself in this goddess pose here. And nice deep breaths. We'll bring hands to the hips. Inhaling, stand up tall. Rotate toes so they're facing the front of the mat. And step forward, finding our mountain pose here once again. Couple deep breaths. Breathing in and out through that belly. From here, we will widen our stance just a bit, heel toeing those feet out about the width of a mat. As we prepare for our deep yogic squat, angle those toes out to the side just a bit, sit down as low as your body will allow. Opening up through the hips, keeping the chest lifted, hands come to your heart center. If it's more comfortable and you have a yoga block nearby, you can also sit on top of the yoga block to give yourself a little support. Focus on your breath. Focus on the space between those hips. Keep that chest lifted up tall. core is active and engaged. Great job. Go ahead and release, removing that yoga block if you have it there. Bring the hands down, stand nice and tall, and take those feet back underneath those hips. Inhale up tall, exhale forward fold. Inhale, find that halfway lift once again. Reaching forward through the heart and exhale. Forward fold. Hands come all the way to the mat as we step our feet back. Come down to the knees. Bring those hands under the shoulders. And again, we'll move through our cat-cow here. Starting with an inhale, let the belly drop towards the floor. Lengthen through the sternum. Exhaling, rounding through the back, hugging the belly in and up towards the spine. And again, inhaling, lengthen through the sternum, crown of the head reaches up high. And exhale, let's find space between those shoulder blades. Press those hands down into the floor. Inhale, belly drops down, nice gentle stretch. And exhale, hug that belly in, hug baby in, nice and tight. Inhale, one last gentle stretch. And exhale, round through that back here again. As we inhale, we'll find tabletop. And prepare for a child's pose here by widening those knees once again as wide as the mat, bringing the big toes together. Reach those hands forward as far as they can and lower the forehead down towards the mat. Nice deep breaths in our child's pose. If you find it more comfortable, you can take a block beneath your forehead to give your head a little support. Bring your head back up to heart level. It might feel more comfortable this way. And we'll stay here. Nice deep breaths. Relaxing the hips, relaxing the shoulders and the back. You may stay here in this child's pose for as long as it feels comfortable for you. Have a great rest of the day wherever you may be.